I gave you a quick tour of my system. This is my grow bed. Got some CFLs on it, and got some windows here that provide quite a bit of light too. What I got going here with this shade, and I put Mylar on the back of it. I can pull that down, or I can pull it up, and it keeps all the light in here. I got some aluminum foil on the walls. Not real fond of the aluminum foil. That didn't work out quite as well as Mylar. So this is my siphon, and it's just about to break siphon. There it goes. Got a little air cap on there is the little thing I invented, and I'll tell you what, it makes that work every time. I don't care what kind of a siphon you got going. If you got a snorkel and an air cap on there, that's going to work. So I got a little lab set up here for doing my testing, and I keep track of that. Keep track of that data every day, and make sure my system's running well. Don't want to let things get away. So what I got here is some fish, and I got a bottom pickup tube there. Runs into a swirl filter. The swirl filter can be drained down into this drain pipe. That all goes outside to a bucket where I can put that on my Terra garden. Runs over here. I try to capture whatever doesn't come out of that. Doesn't get caught by that swirl filter over here. Okay. Oh yeah, back to this. You know, when you're using a snorkel on there, you can adjust very easily the depth. And one of the things I found is that if you don't drain your bed all the way down, you get a better bacterial action. Okay, over here I got some duckweed going. Got a CFL under that. That's a half a paint can, and it's also got a Mylar inside there to reflect. And this is a wet dry filter that I built out of a couple of baskets and some hydrogen. I got this aquarium going just in case I want to put some fry or something in it. This here is a larval separator. It didn't quite work out for me. I mean, I was taking it off the clean water coming out of the sump, and it was already clean anyhow. So, but it was too small, so I couldn't really use it where I used that swirl filter. But it's a very good swirl filter. They're about $300, but I had it left over from when I had a well that was caving in on me, and I tried to make that well go as long as it would. This is a flow meter. It's actually too small for this, but I had it, so I stuck it on there. I built a venturi into that swing tee there, which provides a lot of nice air into the water for the fish. Down here, got a water heater. It's just basically a water heater element stuck in a pipe, and I put it down low like that so that it would always be below the level of the sump tank, and that way it would never run dry. But you can't leave it without the pump going for too long before it'll burn up anyhow. Now what I got here is cooler pads, and it's got two sections. This is the wet section. I got a pump in there, standpipe, and for overflow, and that. See it pretty well. That is an electric float that controls a sprinkler valve, and so it keeps the water at the right level. And then all this is drawn in with this whole house fan. It's drawn in right across the grow bed up here through space here. Space there in front of the window, and then it's also drawn in underneath of the grow bed. Well, let me show you some stuff I want to do out here. I got these IBCs. Now that's all the little odds and ends of the pieces that are left over from building this grow room, and I've got a friend who's going to use that for his next year in his fireplace. But I got these IBCs, and I dug this hole, and groundwater's finally sinking, but got some algae growing in there now. Anyway, I got to put this IBC down in there, and then I'll cut a couple of these, make some grow beds out of them. So that would be the new addition to this. Well, another thing I may do, thinking heavily on this one, is plumb that tank out here where these IBCs are sitting, and put a couple more grow beds out in the sun, and use that for my summer garden. In the winter, you know, of course, it'll have to all be down inside the grow room there, and with supplemental light. But hey, in the summer, you know, be able to take advantage of all that. Besides, I got 800 gallons there. With a 200-gallon sump, I'm certain to be able to put a little additional grow bed on there. Anyway, that's just an update to what's happening here in Chico.